Hello and welcome to the Parrish IT Podcast, number 2. We had some great response to our last podcast, 69 views. Isn't that great, Ben?
That is outstanding. What I was really happy to see was that we also had a lot of views on the support material. I believe it was 19 views. Um, and these videos are where the users can really put into practice what we discussed on the previous podcast. So that was good news to see that people are following up beyond the podcast.
Yeah, that's the whole point, is that we get to a place where people are learning something from what we're talking about. So the support videos, people watching those, that's great news.
Make sure to check them out.
Yeah. And thank you guys. Thanks for listening and thanks for diving a little deeper. For this week's IT podcast, we will be discussing security,
Everyone's favorite topic, passwords.
passwords. Yep, we are about to change our policy. We're going to go to a monthly password change, a minimum of 10 characters, and you can never use the same password again, Ben,
Ever.
ever.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
We're joking. Uh, Ben nor I could handle that many phone calls. So, Ben, what is the number one way we can protect our network from potential hackers?
The number one way to protect our network from hackers, Craig, is strong, frequently changed user passwords. We're now requiring password changes 4 times a year, as well as some complexity, like capital letters and special characters. But Craig, what are some of the tools that we can use to change our passwords?
So, the tools used to change your password are split up by iOS and PC, so Office users, field users. For the iOS devices, we have the AD self-service app, and on the PC, users can hit Alt Control Delete and change password.
Okay, Craig. So just a quick point of clarification. When you say iOS devices, that's iPad and iPhones. So field users, for example, would use iOS devices, iPad, iPhone. They would use the AD self-service app to reset their password, to change their password, and Office users could use either.
Yep. Okay, Ben. So, what does this password that is changed through these tools, what does it coordinate with?
Well, this is an Active Directory password. And just a quick note, the AD in AD self-service app is Active Directory. So anyway, Active Directory is just Microsoft's user management system, which is part of Exchange, which syncs with email, which syncs with 365, Office 365. So it's just a big chain reaction once you change your password.
So, and like we learned in last week's podcast, um, Exchange and Office 365 all work in tandem.
Yes.
So, so when we change our password on the AD self-service app or on the PC, we are actually changing our computer password, our email password, and our Office 365 password.
Yep. And Acronis to boot.
Because Acronis manages files on the Microsoft server.
Exactly. Okay, Craig. When we go back and forth with this, sometimes I get confused on this as well. So break it down for me one more time.
Okay. Active Directory manages user access.
Okay.
User access to Microsoft related tools.
I got you. Okay. So email, files, Office 365 products, Word and Excel, Outlook, and computers, since they're also connected to network servers.
Yeah.
Cool. I got it. Okay. So that clears up Active Directory password, which is our main system access password. But what about all the other passwords users need to know?
I know it can be overwhelming. Unfortunately, All the other software applications that we use have their own user management systems, which means a separate password for each.
Systems like iTunes, PlanGrid, Expense Track, P6, that kind of stuff.
Correct. All the other systems have their own system, their own way of managing user access. Um, you can usually reset these passwords by going to the home screen and where you would normally log in, you'll see a reset password option and you can reset it there. We don't require that users reset that password because that password isn't part of our network, so it doesn't really affect our security. It affects the security of those systems outside of our network.
Yeah. Um, and I know passwords can seem like an inconvenience at times, but let's be real. They are our first line of defense against any type of malicious activity. So please be sure to check out the support materials for the episode that we've included below, and you can get some more detailed facts and hints on how you can construct a stronger password.
This concludes episode 2 of the Parrish IT podcast.
We'd love to hear your feedback. So tell us what you liked and what you didn't like, and more specifically, let us know what subjects you'd like to hear us cover in the future. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button if you liked what you hear on the podcast, and ring the bell to receive notifications of any updates on the channel.
Thanks for listening, and see you next
Soon.
time.